Hello and welcome back. In the last tutorial we used Onshape and we used the revolve tool to create this vase. We're now going to use Onshape. We're going to make use of the loft tool and we're going to do some further work with work planes. So the first thing we want to do is go to create. We're going to create a document. I'm going to call this vase 2. And I'm going to wait for it to load up and it will load my workspace. And we're going to do our work on the top planes. The first thing I'm going to do is start a new sketch on my top plane, and I'm going to click on the top so it's two-dimensional and I've got a good base to start from. I'm going to start with a circle at the bottom and I'm going to select my circle, left click to start it. Let's say this is going to be 30 mil and click OK. Come out of that there and go to the isometric view. So that is our first sketch. We're going to create a series of sketches on new work planes that we're going to offset from that top plane. So I'm going to click away from there and I want to right click on the top plane and I'm going to go to offset plane and it's going to let me offset one at 25 millimeters away from that plane. It's going to call it plane 2, which I'm happy with. So I'm going to click on that there and I'm going to create a sketch on plane 1 and I'm going to click top. And this time, instead of having a circle, I'm just going to put a polygon on there and left click, and I want it to be, I'm going to go 12-sided. And I'm going to finish the sketch, click on that, and go to isometric. And I want to then create another work plane, so right click on plane 1, and I'm going to go to offset plane, and it's called plane 2. Again, you can play around with these sizes here. You know, you could go for a thing that's 100 mil high and have, 20 or 10 different planes that are offset 5 or 10 mil apart from each other to create a more complex looking shape. I'm going to click OK and I'm going to draw a new sketch on this plane here, and I'm going to go to at the top I'm going to do a sketch 3 and I'm going to look at that on the top view. And I'm going to go for another circle. I'm going to offset that there and make that a little bit bigger. And click sketch 3, click on that there, I'm happy with that. Look at the isometric view and I'm going to have one more work plane there. So I'm going to go to right click on plane 2, offset plane through 25 millimeters. I'm good with that there. And I'm going to draw another sketch on plane 3. Look at it from the top. Do you know what I'm going to draw? I'm going to draw a square this time, like so, and I'm good with that. And I'm going to confirm that sketch. I'm going to isometric, and I've got my 4 sketches. I'll click away. I'm done with the sketch. Now we're now going to use the loft tool to join these together. So I'm going to click the loft tool just up here, and I'm going to select the bottom. I'm going to select this plate drawing there, that one there. The loft tool will bring these together like so, and if you look at that there, it's join those together, and it's quite nice. It goes from the circle to the polygon to the circle to the square again, and it will join it together. I'm going to click to say I'm happy with it. Now there's 2 ways you could do this. If you just wanted this to be a hollow vase, you could click the shell tool, so I think it's that tool there, select that face there, and it's going to shell it by 2.5 mil around, and it will hollow it out like so. You could have it like that, or I'm going to cancel that. Or if I want to create a new sketch on the top plane there at the top, and I'm going to draw a circle roughly in the middle of it now. Select that there. Now we want the diameter to be 16 because our test tube is 16, and click on the tick. Isometric view, and I'm going to use the extrude tool now. Now instead of adding material, select that as my sketch. Instead of adding material, go to remove, and it's automatically found a region for it to remove from. 25. Let's go see what 60 mil looks like. So we don't want to go all the way through because we don't want the test tube to fall out. And that looks like it'll go all the way through in there. Click the tick there. Just to tidy it up, you might want to play around with some of the fillet tools. I like the fillet tool, so you might want to fillet around the top edge. On the top here, and that's selected at 1. Let's have a look at what 2 would look like. Click the tick, and it's filleted all the way around there. Now You might want to 3D print this, so you can then right click on the Part Studio, export, and STL is your setting, fine, click OK, and we'll have a look at what it looks like in my slicing software. And that is what it would look like when it 3D prints. So have a go at that, good luck. What I'd recommend is to see if how many layers you can build up, how many different work planes, and give that a go. Good luck.